Hello guys and welcome back to another episode here my Minecraft single player world. Now in this episode, while I wait for my food to cook, I'll explain to you right now what we're going to be doing. So first things on the agenda is to get the zombie villager, open that, the zombie villager down there. Oh hello Iron Column. Okay, without interruptions now, to get that zombie villager with his unibrow and everything, or monobrow, same thing. Okay, to get him out of there, out of the iron farm, and temporarily next to this villager. By the way, this is all temporary, this ghetto setup. Later we're actually gonna have a nice tunnel that I've actually pre-built in a different world. Which is gonna be kind of like our storage area and villager area. Also, skeleton, please go away. So basically, we're gonna get that zombie villager out of there and cure him and make him become an armorer. Now, the main point of that is because I have no armor. Yeah. So we're gonna get him out of there, and we need to replace him with a proper zombie. Because then if we get another zombie villager, then I'll just have the temptation to cure that one as well. And also for some reason, oh, this is stacked. Oh, okay. Okay, well, I know I have a bit more in my other chest, but whoa, this is a lot of iron. Okay, I'll just take some poppies out and put them in there. Oh, we have to increase this system, this whole system. This farm is really good, by the way. So yeah, I'm gonna quickly do that in between now and later, and I'll tell you what I do after that. And the next time you see me, I'll have some diamond gear. Hello skeleton. This is why I need diamond gear, because this guy's gonna kill me. Okay, let me just go get that diamond gear. Bye bye. How good does it feel to be wearing full diamond armor? Yes guys, I did it. I got an armor. First try, luckily enough, I got the diamond armor set, which I'm pretty sure you don't always get. I think there's like a 50% chance. And here it is, projectile protection 4 on my helmet, which is actually quite good for a starting, like a bot set. Protection 2 on my chest plate, protection 2 on my leggings, whatever, and unbreaking 2 on my shoes. And hopefully this will stop me from dying. And I'm ashamed to admit that in the chat, even despite getting a economy with diamonds, I may have died a couple of times, 3 times since that skeleton death. So, despite having the armor at a cost of around 4 deaths, we got a great new armor guy, which also trades iron, which is amazing. Here he is. Hello. Oh yeah, he trades iron. He trades the diamond armor and other stuff. Also, iron farm still doing very well. It's starting to get backed up here. Let's put these back. And I think now it's time to move to the second thing that I planned out for this video, which I'm actually still kind of not sure what it is. I have 2 things in mind. Either, maybe you can do both of them in this episode. Either now I know you guys like building, and it's always it's like almost customary that we have a time lapse in every video. So maybe do some sort of time lapse, but I'm not sure what. Maybe I'll show you what kind of design I'm thinking about for the tunnel. That little tunnel design that I have for what's going to be my storage tunnel and where the villagers are going to be kept. I think that seems kind of good. Don't you think, buddy? So why don't I just do that? So guys, I have the basic layout of how the tunnel is going to work over here. We have, of course, two side paths over here with the gray concrete. Then forget this powder, I'm gonna make that like proper concrete. And in between, we're actually also gonna have blocks here, not a hole. It's just that right now, to get those blocks, I need silk touch, and I don't have silk touch. So we're gonna get those later, which is the block in here is gonna be the mushroom stems, the white mushroom stems. Now, if you lay that down on its side, it looks really nice. So that's why I'm using that. So we need silk touch for that, so I'll do that later on. Probably not in the time lapse. And we also have these arcs. So we have these main arcs which come down over here, and then we have these side arcs. Right? These side arcs will happen with a one gap in between them. And where these side arcs will be, there's going to be chests on one side, on this side, which is going to be like a storage, and on that side there's going to be villagers in the arcs. So there'll probably be like 3 villagers in an arc. And I also did some AFKing, got some TNT, and we're ready to blow up this place over here, so you can continue the tunnel for a bit. Because in this, if you keep going in this direction, I think it'll get too close to the top of this, to the landscape. So I'm worried if it'll like go through the landscape. So we're just gonna go in this direction, and I think that's about it. So let's get straight into a time lapse of me building this. Alrighty guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed that time lapse, and this is how much work we've done so far. Basically just the exoskeleton of the tunnel, and I've changed a few things up. I've got a few more ideas in mind now to add to this tunnel. So I've added little holes between each arc here to fit some different blocks, which I chose emerald blocks, because since this is a single player world and there's no way to really show your wealth that much, because there's no economy or anything that you can like use certain blocks for, other than just trading with villagers or just having or just having as backup stuff. So with emerald blocks, really, I've got villagers now, right, and I've got lots of emeralds, so I'm not too worried about losing emeralds, as well as, you know, I want to try and show my wealth, right? Even though I have no one to show it to, I can try and show it to myself, which is quite sad, really, but there's no need to worry about that. Now, we've got this part done. We've also added this part, and we haven't actually added the stems, like I said, because you need silk touch. But however, there's one thing I noticed while building this, and which is why I stopped right now, is if we go to the surface, which is it nighttime right now? Not too sure. Let me quickly sleep. Also, this cow has been trying to escape for like a long while since we started the time lapse. Almost this cow's been there. He's escaped from the pen, and now he's trying to escape the terraforming place here. It's not nighttime. Okay, so also let me eat up. I'm getting very low. Also, my inventory is extremely full. That's how you know you've been building for quite a while. Okay, cow move. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to kill you. Okay, I swear there's a creeper in here. I've had so many creeper incidents in here. Okay, now if you come out and go in this direction, because the tunnel is right about like here underneath us, and I think if you just like break this block, you see we're very close to the surface. In fact, down there, if you stand on those stone blocks, you are at, oh sorry, I didn't mean to go into F5. You are at, if you see on the XYZ coordinates there on the side, you are around 62 on the Y, which means right now we're on 70. So when you're at 62 on the Y, that means you're 62 blocks up from bedrock, right? I'm pretty sure that was like that. So even though we're 62 blocks up from bedrock over there, usually most biomes, and we're 70 blocks over here or 72 or whatever, most biomes are usually actually not this tall. They're around, actually, like, the floor level is about this, 64. So actually the tunnel is almost at like sea level basically. It is one block below sea level. So because of that, we have a little issue. Eventually that tunnel is going to have to come to a halt. Because you see, even though we have mountains here, eventually there's going to become a problem where we're going to run into some water or something. Let's see if we have a instance here. Yeah, over here we have a little river, and that tunnel is going to emerge out of the ground. So because we can't make the tunnel very long, and I've already done quite a bit of work. Also, I think we should tame a dog soon. So since I've already done quite a bit of work, and I don't want to try and throw it away, because we need to keep content and stuff like that. And I was thinking, what we could, since the original plan was to have a big tunnel with storage and the villagers, we can try and have 2 tunnels, right? Now there's another block, like Emerald block, which is like kind of a rich flexing kind of block, like one that you flex on people a lot because you have a lot of it, and that looks very nice in this design. Also, whoa, skeleton. Whoa, there's a lot of mobs. Like, let's quickly shoot them from here. Wow, creepers are so annoying, aren't they? Where did the skeleton go? Come on, creeper, die. Yeah, so basically, like emerald block, I think the skeleton fell into the iron farm. Okay, like emerald blocks, iron blocks work really nicely with this design. Which kind of makes sense because this area here, this main section, is white, which is the white mushroom stems, which are also white, so like the iron blocks look nice. So what we'll have is we're gonna have this tunnel here, this tunnel, this emerald one over here for storage, right? Because it's only going to be about this tall. Then it's going to run into problems, because if you place an emerald block down here, I meant over here, if you place an emerald block down, it breaks into the ceiling. So you're going to have like a little storage area, just like a few columns long. It's not really going to be a tunnel, so it's going to be like a small hallway, right? So over here we're going to have the chests, and then we're going to have another tunnel lower down than this, and we're gonna have like a little redstone elevator here, which we'll do in the coming episodes, and that elevator will take you down a couple layers into like viable, I don't know, let's say 45 or so, and it will there'll be another tunnel almost identical to this, but instead of emeralds blocks we might do iron blocks. However, if you guys like the emerald blocks more than iron blocks, then we can certainly substitute that in. Now, since we've basically got most things done for this episode that I wanted to happen, the only thing that we have left to do is, because this episode may be a little short right now if I just end it off here, I was thinking about maybe making a farm might take too long, but maybe a villager beater. Whew, let me think. Maybe we should just get started on maybe the next build, actually, on the next shop. And I'll show you the plot for that shop if you haven't seen it in the last episode. And I'll quickly show you the plot. I've also expanded the plot, so I'll quickly show you the plot, and maybe we can start building on there. Okay, guys, so here we are above the terraforming, and this was our layout in the last episode, this little box, right, which is probably going to be a very small shop, maybe some like a flower shop or something, or maybe like, I don't know, a bucket shop, or like TNT store, like fireworks store, maybe that might look good. Or we just have like a bunch of TNT piled up and fireworks. That'd actually be quite a cool store, wouldn't it? Yeah, and then eventually, if I get an elytra, I can just come by here, get some, and I want to do terraform and get some TNT, get some fireworks, just like an explosive shop. But however, I've connected another building onto it. Now, usually over here, you can see we have the buildings spread apart. Also, I want to start building in this episode. Maybe it might be too long if I do another time lapse. Plus, we've never really had 2 time lapses in one episode, and maybe you guys will get too tired with many time lapses. I personally enjoy time lapses, but that's when I watch them, not when I make them. So, anyway, yeah. So over here, if you look at these buildings, they're all separated right now, right? Even though you will have some buildings quite close together, maybe like 2 blocks apart, or even 1 block apart because of their diagonals, they're still spread out, right? They're not touching. These ones are not touching, and this one's not touching anything currently, right? However, I've seen in many people's builds, and this is very tricky for me to do, is that attaching buildings together sometimes is very hard because you don't know. Let's say if I attach this building to this building, I don't know how the roofs would, like, you know, kind of try and separate themselves, otherwise they look very weird. So I want to try and challenge myself to do this over here. So we're gonna have a shop here, like one with a different, we're gonna have like the same color roof, but I'm gonna have a different style. You see, these ones are like long, right? This one's gonna be almost like a cone kind of thing, but it's like a square based pyramid, you know, but you know, way smaller. And here we're gonna have the normal kind of roof, so maybe that will help differentiate the buildings, however they're still touching, right? So I want this kind of place to feel more cramped, like a back alley of the shopping area. We're also gonna have some sort of like stall area over here. If we mark this out on this side of the road, we're gonna have some stalls against this building, so that it's very cramped and there's gonna be carts everywhere. I feel like this is gonna be like, you know, small shops, ones which aren't as big as these shops here, right? Because these shops, let's just say these are the high-end shops, you know, like a coffee shop would be high-end. Also, did someone steal my door? They stole my door, didn't they? I always have to replace these doors. Okay, well, someone certainly doesn't like costly coffee. Anyway, so what we're gonna have here is we're gonna have these 2 shops connected. They're not gonna be the same shop, but it's gonna be connected, because I've never tried that kind of style where they're connected, but I really want to. And if I learn how to do that, then this world will become just like way better. Okay, and we may also do that over here later on with a couple shops. We're gonna have like a little place here. So this back alley kind of place here is gonna have lots of cramped shops, you know, like they're not as successful as these other shops. And I think that's what we're gonna do. So I think we're gonna have, now for now let's just decide on the shop that we're gonna have. I think we're gonna have of course a TNT shop, or like a firework shop over here, like I just said. Maybe that will be very cute and nice. And then I think over here, now this is also kind of a small one. Oof, I think maybe if there's a way to get like a dye store, like, I don't know, a colorful store. But I feel like a dye store would be kind of like a cool high-end thing, because, you know, back in Tudor times or medieval times, I think getting certain colors was very hard. I remember about a bit of history is that purple, like the purple hue or dye you could get was very hard to get. I think it was actually very expensive and rare. So this probably explains why I don't have it. But I'm not too sure right now what to put in here. Maybe put comments down below and tell me what we should put there. But I think a TNT and firework shop over here. We'll also have a door or entrance here, or we can have 2 doors, like one entrance here, one entrance here. So, you know, it's kind of cramped. And I think just before we go, I actually wanna lay out maybe another cramped building. Let's see, like, I'm just calling them cramped buildings because I don't really have a much better name for them. I think let's see here, maybe let's bring it back like in this direction. So we go like this, and then we go like this, and then I wanna try not to like rectangular shape kind of. I wanna try and go like maybe this, and then go like this, and this is kind of weird, isn't it? It's kind of weird to plot out. because it's kind of intersecting with this path, which I can always move, to be fair. Oof, this is kind of hard to deal with. Okay, let's just move this back a bit. So let's move it like this, and then we're gonna let's just move it back entirely and go like this, and then go like this, and then we have it go 3 blocks this way, and then we do the same thing where we go like this, and then we go like this, and then we go like this. So it's almost like a circular kind of building. Actually, is a circular. It's like 1 2 3 4 5 by 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 6. It's actually almost square-like, and it's kind of like, I don't know. It's a very peculiar building, but I'm up to the task to do it. I think. Oh, oops! I jumped down. I think it's gonna be a challenge, but it wouldn't be a good YouTube channel if I didn't take challenges. So yeah, I think this is gonna be a nice area. We're gonna have carts, and of course, once we finish this area, you guys are wondering like, why don't you put trees and stuff? We're gonna do that after we finish this area, like this whole buildings and stuff, and we're gonna put carts and everything with the small details. But for now, that's all from me in this episode, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.